Well, go on, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of the Celtics podcast. Celtics B Ball'n. Celtics be balling. You know, we was balling. When's the last time we was balling? Saturday. I guess we say we can't say we snuck a win, but kind of. Although we was playing a back-to-back with the Nets, that's who we will be facing in another 45 minutes. Game kickoff. By the time this drops, the game should be, fully on the way. But welcome back. Thank you, everybody. Before I forget, let's say like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. I was checking my certain words I can't not say without putting without an accent, and then certain words we can't say. But I was checking my algorithms, my algae, and I got a new subscriber, so I appreciate that. It doesn't say who, but I definitely appreciate that, man, because this is what I'm doing it for, all the Celtics fans, sports fans in general, basketball fans, more so. But I want to start a new segment. I don't know if I want to interrupt it. Maybe I'll just do separate recordings. But I definitely want to talk about the NBA or maybe other sports, but mostly probably basketball. And I might on that talk about baseball, because baseball season coming up. Well, for some, baseball season start today. Well, I don't know if you know, my team is the Yankees. I was gonna say shout out to the Dodgers, they won, but their season start in Tokyo today. I was gonna say I couldn't remember, but they're playing the Cubs in I think a two game series in Tokyo. So shout out to them. I'm not a hater. All that do is improving us to come back better. Not sure how it's gonna go, but our season start next Thursday, the 27th. That I forgot. I think we're playing Tampa Bay. Well, I know we're playing at home. We usually never start playing at home, so shout outs to that. Hopefully, we start the season great, but last season we did. But this is the thing, you see how I always be veering off, but this just mention different sports and stuff like that. So that might be another whole podcast, or maybe I'm trying to keep it within people attention span, so within 20 minutes. Definitely unless it's something big, probably when the playoffs start, I'm gonna definitely be talking longer without even realizing, because I always say, oh, I'm just gonna come real quick, and I'm looking at this. I hope it doesn't come out, but I'm looking at my reflection. It looked like my lips is ashy as hell, and I did put on some lotion, but never puts on the my lip on them thing there, so it look crazy, son. But it's gonna bother me. It look like I got ashy ass lips, but I promise you, if y'all off topic, I don't know if y'all can see your boy looking a little stronger. But now I'm gonna flex for the camera and everything that. But hey, you see it. I mean, I gotta shout out myself, because I've been trying to get a little healthy lifestyle. I am disappointed because I haven't been outside. I said I wanted to play some basketball. Yesterday it rained. Today I didn't get out there, but I did exercise. I was one or other, but I exercised, and this is not recommended. This is just how my body built, and I didn't feel too burned out. I'm a couple days off, but I worked out 3 days straight, so I'm getting stronger. So what maybe I gotta say, I worked out before this, a couple hours before, but never took a shower yet, so I guess I will put that lotion on. Well, I did wash my face, so yes, yeah. But that's how we keep it with our fans. You know what I mean? Ain't no need to lie. Hey, boy, ain't no funky. I'm just sweaty. I'll just be like gym sweaty. You feel me? Have my mat doing the damn thing. Got it in. Really proud. Because I was like, all right, I got it in yesterday. I was like, that's 2 in a row. If I did today, I was like, I'll just do a little light. But I actually did more than yesterday. With the intention, if I did work out today, I would, I went like, I stopped at 4 sets yesterday. Way off topic. But basketball, because I'm getting in shape so I can play some basketball. I haven't been out there. I don't know how y'all weather is, but today was actually beautiful. I said yesterday it rained. So all I'm really trying to get in shape is, keep in shape, and I'm older now, so I gotta, get my stamina up before anybody for any sports. If you're really serious about trying to win, you should probably exercise, do a couple push-ups. You don't want to go sprain your hamstring, especially if you're a certain age. Even just, you ain't gotta just to get your heart rate up. They say there's different workouts. I'm totally going off topic. I will get back to the game. Celtics playing the Nets tonight on a back-to-back. Shout out KP. Did the damn thing. I didn't even know he was coming back. Jalen and the 2 Jays is out tonight. Jalen and Jason. They're sitting tonight. I knew Jalen was gonna play, but before I was looking at some notes before I started, whatever, to refresh, because the last game was Saturday, and I wanted to talk about the last game a little bit. You see how I'm implementing it in? I know these words. People say don't use words you don't know what it means, but just can't pronounce them still, like I said, without an accent. But I know what they mean. But what I'm saying, how I'm throwing a little splash as I'm talking about exercising. KP came back, didn't expect that. Played all of the 4th quarter. I think he played 32 minutes, something like that. In coach interview, he said, I don't know if he was capping, whatever. He was probably let's see how it goes then. But I don't think he was we did expect him to play. I don't know if that's his exact words, because this interview I watched after the game, a little later, or maybe a little next day or whatever. But he said the intention was to pay KP about around 32, around 30, around there. KP played the whole 4th quarter. I don't think he ever did that since. He might have. I'm sure I don't think he did the whole season. I could be wrong, but I don't think he did. And then to top off it, he had either 14 points or 12 points. KP usually the second half. He usually have a better first half than the second. Say, because he's averaging between 18 and 20. We'll give him that. And he always start off before when he started, he was having some incredible first quarters before he first got injured. But he always have a decent first half, and then that's what I'm hoping. Injuries, without injuries, whatever, say next season, he should average up to 25, because if he giving you say 14 in the first half, I'm just throwing out numbers, whatever, because if he's giving between 12 and 14, because he's averaging like I said, he's averaging 18. I'm giving 18, 18.9, but it goes up and down, but that's why I said between 16 and 20. But say for next year, if it could give us between a solid 10 and 15 in the second half. And I know before the game, before he sat out the 8 games, that last game he played, I was worried because I thought it was his old injuries acting up, whatever, because I'm KP's not playing up and down how he was. I thought he was just slacking off, but he wasn't getting up and down. That's why I was damn, see that he's just slacking off, which he don't. That's why I was oh man, look he didn't tumbled or whatever. And one more thing, he's he looking much better. Like when he first started, even from last year to this year, he's staying on his feet much more. Before he used to fall like a lot. Like, oh man, every time he fall, like you say he'll dunk, he'll fall. Like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's just scary because of his injury, his past injuries. But he's staying on his feet much more. So, and tell me what you think, because although I'll be talking, but like that's why I said drop some comments. Like what y'all think if KP average because I'm definitely barring injuries, we getting the back to back. That's just me putting it out in the air. Not saying it's not gonna be tough, challenging, and all that good stuff, but we up for it. You know what I mean? What they say, we 25-10 since the year started, since January 1st. That's not bad at all. What I wrote down was our back to backs. So overall, our back to backs since the new year is 14-8. We was in a little funky groove. Cause before that we was 5-0 on the back to back. So I guess that's before January. I like calculated, and my numbers might be a little off, but since the year started we're 14-8 in the back to back, which is dope. The last game, that's why like back to backs I'm not too worried. With the Brooklyn game we went up 21, but they closed it. We pulled it out. I said thanks to KP and Pritchard. Pritchard set that record, NBA record for most threes off the bench at 219. Repeat that again. My boy I was about to say KP. Peyton Pritchard. He set the single record for most threes off the bench. It's either most threes or most points, I believe. Most points or threes. I say don't quote me or check me and tell me which one it is. 219, and he had fives, so he ended up like 222. I think he had three before, so he had like I think he had two. So he ended up with five. I think he had like 24. Let me check real quick if it says, because I'm looking. So Pritchard had 22 for the game. If I could give me a second. Box score, okay. So I said give me a second. I'm just looking at Pritchard. So yeah, so Pritchard had 5 threes. He was 5 for 8. So I think when he tied the record is on his third three of the game. Third three. So he ended up with 2 more. So that's not bad. That's dope. That's fly. That's what Pritchard do. I think, I don't know what, it was the 420 podcast, Jeff Teague and his folks. I think it was a question from one of the listeners, the subs, one of their fans. I think they was asking Jeff, who would they rather have rather Pritchard or the cat Austin Rivers from the Lakers, which is, he's dumb nice. And I think Jeff Teague said Austin Rivers, which he gave his valid points because Austin Rivers have more opportunity. But it was like overall he'll get Austin Rivers, but he don't know about P. P come off the bench and give you like between say 18 and 30 in a given night. Give you like 5. I think he have like over 15 games. He had 5s. Like I'm look it up because another part I'm on like at the beginning. Like I had a couple corrections. So like at the beginning, like say when I started off, I'm gonna get my corrections in when I messed up. But since the last part I dropped, I'm not sure if the corrections are misinformation. So starting now, whatever. So I'm gonna look up that, and like I'll be able to like, or if someone knows, drop it in the comment. I'm hoping, like I said, build up the fan base, because it's all like about like who like the Celtics, who like basketball in general, and get down, talk about sports, and we build from there. I said, shout out to KP. He did an outstanding job. Look, first I didn't expect him to play, so that was a surprise. I was like real surprised. I wasn't surprised Jalen sat because he left the game like I think either mid third quarter or something like that when we played. Who we played for that before? Was it Miami? I can't remember, but I think it was Miami. That Miami game when Jalen left. I said this was the last game was Saturday, so and I wasn't surprised. Like I said, Jalen was out. I was surprised KP because I looked at before like I said before, like I come on do record, I just try to like grab little infos so I have at least some info I can give y'all without just babbling. It did say Jalen was out, but it didn't say KP was coming back, so I was like, oh, ooh, KP, ooh. And I don't think I might be wrong, they probably said it, but when they usually have the coach interview before the game start, I don't remember Coach Missoula saying KP was back or they was asking the question, so it was a real surprise. Pleasant surprise. I said, we held it together. We beat Brooklyn for what? The 8th straight time, I believe? Something like that. Yeah, something like that. We 3-0 this season. We playing them tonight or a little later on for to see if we sweep them. Tonight's it's not gonna be a cakewalk. Like I said, Jalen, the two J's gonna be out. What we're worried about is not they're out. Usually when we have too much time off, we tend to come out with like low energy. It's a new start. We haven't really done the same bad habits since the year started. Since the All-Star, we've been like, for my satisfaction, I don't know how other fans feel, but since this after the All-Star, we've been getting it together. Not saying we haven't been sluggish certain things, but pretty much except for that one game, which is so weird. Y'all might not believe me, and it's bothering me because literally I'm looking. I did look in the mirror and I didn't see a little no ash. Maybe like the more you talk, the more ash you get, but it's all this. Don't mind me. That's just me. My reflection, you know what I mean? Don't mind me. It looks crazy. But it's weird if I lose all the lotion and then blow out. I'm gonna forget. Right, that's all. But I just think of the reflection through myself or through my whole thought. But I was saying the days off, too much days off bothers me. But since the All-Star game or break, whatever, we've been performing much better. You know what I'm saying? We a couple games we came out sluggish. I was saying besides when we came out and shot so much threes. Oh, that's what I said. That was like the first game I never went back because I never like watched the game from like where it start. If I miss it, whatever, I always like go back to the last because that's how it's set up. Even that's how YouTube DVD is set up. But even when I had Hulu, wherever, I just go back to where I start. But this was like I set out this for people who didn't watch my last podcast when I was talking about it. When I was saying I was like super tired, I think that's when I was getting over that last little of the sickness, whatever. I was like, my body was just drained. So when I came in, I fell asleep, and when I woke up, I just like started where it started. It just happened, like it literally started like at the second quarter. I think just before the second quarter, and I was like, I should go back to watch the first, but I was like, I wouldn't have made it through. I wouldn't have made it through the game, and that's what happened too. I kept like falling asleep, going back, so it was a struggle watching the game. Not that anything happened to the game, it was just I was tired, and when you're tired and you indulge in other stuff, you know what I mean? That doesn't help. But back to the game. That's the only thing. That's the only one that was like outrageous was when we shot. And I really I did go. I came home with intention to see if I could see it, but the thing with YouTube TV, which I like Hulu, it keeps all your recording. Hulu, it might be a different settings that you go or whatever ask for, and you could go back and watch your recordings, but I don't know yet. So once you watch something, it disappears, whatever, it disappears. I don't know if it's still there, but Hulu, I had the option. Like I used to watch like a lot of the games when I was potting last year. I watched it like a second time, so it'll be fresh in my head, or just I was like watching because I like watching my team anyway, and feel like I was really like giving in-depth analysis. I mean, I don't know if like it's not like if you don't believe me or not, but to be more crisp, like I'd like write down notes, go back, and I just wanted to get a pot out because I haven't potted in like a couple days, and then I want to pot with this game, and I want to talk about the last game, which was we're playing the Nets. It's a back-to-back series, which since they implemented that, since they started it, that's another word for, that's the meaning for implementation, something like that. But since they started that a couple seasons back, I love that, yo. It gives you like, to me, it gives you like a quick playoff atmosphere. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even matter what team, because we played I think Detroit, maybe it was like last year. We was like doing our thing, and we played them on the back-to-back. And I think we went on a little like, I don't know if it was this year, early this year or last year. I want to say it's like last year. It feels more like last season. But they got us in the back-to-back. But it was like both games. I think I think we won, and then we was on like a 6-game win streak or something like that. And then we played them, and then they got us the second game, and then we didn't. That was, I think, our first game. We lost like 3 in a row, or not, because if we haven't lost more than 2, that was maybe on the edge of losing. Although, like I said, we haven't lost more than 2 games in over 2 seasons. Excuse me, I'm all itchy. But that's the only thing I'm worried about is like the too much rest, not the competitiveness. But I want to see I'm thinking maybe Sam Hauser gonna be starting tonight. My man, I don't know. Every time I say his name, it seems like I'm saying his name wrong. Keita? I think that's how you say it. I don't know why. Keita, the Nets game, he balled out. Like, remember the game before, I was like, he seemed like he had 8 fouls, although he played. It wasn't because of the effort. But he kind of, because of frustration, it kind of resorted, and he was like, kind of like, he wasn't chirping, because, you know what I mean? But he was like, but the last game, he balled out. So if he saved that game before that, he had a subpar game. Last game, he made it for it. All the guys, Luke, all the bigs, man. Proud of y'all. Luke, I'm always shouting Luke out. Al sat out because, he don't play back-to-backs. I was surprised because Derek White never sits out games, so I was surprised Derek White didn't play. It didn't say he was injured, so I'm expecting him to suit up tonight. Hopefully he's there. But I know it's like, we got like 50 more games, 14 more games maybe after tonight. So we giving our players rest here and there. If y'all watch the last pod, there was a thing an article I read that Jalen was on since, I think, February the 20th, something like that. He was playing 3 games, and he'll have 1. Then he'll play 3, then rest 1. I really want to test that theory, but he got hurt on his first game back, so we're not going to be able to test that theory. That sucks. I don't know if it's, yeah, that sucks, but it's all good. But other than that, we got the Nets tonight on the back to back. Like I said, I like these back to backs. It like really brings out. It reminds me of like the playoffs, and then it's just the fact that if you beat this team, the first game they're gonna come out with energy to beat you. Because anyone trying to get beat back to back, regardless, and it's just fun. What I really like is the back to backs without no rest. You know what I mean? Like that's lit. Or like not so much time in between. Or even this time, because the Nets came in with more energy. We came off a back to back because we played Friday. The Nets, they had lost that game. Whoever they played Thursday, I want to say OKC, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. I had seen it briefly. I'm about to get off, so I don't want to really go back too much. And I thought it would say it real quick, but it doesn't. But the Nets had fresher legs than us. Like I said, we went up on 21. They made it a game. Pritchard came through in the clutch, did the thing. Everybody came through. I said the team, Drew Holiday looking much like Drew, and I'm happy that it was like injury related, cause I was nervous. Cause I said usually like since I've been watching like sports in general, usually a person have a great year, unless you like that one. Even you that one, it's hard to follow a back to back great season. Even if you have another great season, you're gonna have a little fall off. So I thought that was the case of Drew, and then he played so much minutes. But the fact that he was dealing with, now we're calling a mallet finger, but I like the fact when he make the threes and he do that like Dr. Evil. I would do it, but I don't know how it's gonna look with my. It's just gonna bring out the ashiness that I'm trying to avoid, so I'm not gonna do it. I want to do it, but I like it. I like that new celebration. I think it was Abby who asked him if he's gonna continue it when it's healed, but he's like, we'll see, but it's not gonna hit the same if his finger healed, Abby. You know what I mean? It looks cool as hell, but that new Dr. Evil symbol, that's turned up. I like it. Like I said, game on in a few. I'm about to come off by the time I do a little this, that. Hopefully, I could drop it before the game, or even before the game is ended, and then I'll have space. Hopefully, we'll see. But I'm about to come off. I said like, share, subscribe. Thank you to my new sub. I really appreciate it. Tell a friend to tell a friend if you like what you see. Or the Celtics fan out there. Although I said I want to. I did talk about the Yankees. I didn't talk about the Yankees, but like last night, let's just jump in real quick. So say I don't know. We're gonna give it a name. I don't know, like sports talk around the league and sports talk around the league. We'll figure out a name for it. But like last night, I was watching NBA TV, and they have this split screen. Both games went into OT, and then what was almost the 3 games I watched last night went to OT. So like with the split screen, those do the split screen, and then like all the games, and I think there was like 10 games last night. So throughout the night, whatever, they'll go in and out. Well, basketball fans know what it is, but it was dope. The fact that I think I don't remember who. I think it was Minnesota who was down 25 and came back. Oh no, it was Houston. I think they was playing the Bucks. Yeah, it was Houston. And then the other game, Minnesota. Yeah, it was Minnesota was down 15, and then Minnesota's down 15. Oh, shout out Obi Toppin. Yeah, hit those dagger threes in OT, man. Obi, New York. I mean, shout out Obi. Obi had like 38 or some craziness, 36, and then freaking I want to shout him out too. I can't. Freaking Grimes. Quentin Grimes. That's another New York player that, I mean, playing some elsewhere. He balled out. He had like 46 or something. So the games was lit last night. And then the last, I don't know, I think it was the last game that was the Warriors, whoever they played. Was the Warriors and the Knicks? It might have been them, or it might be mixing it up. I think it was the Warriors and the Knicks. They played out. That game was super interesting. I think that was, yeah, whoever played the Knicks, I think it was the Warriors. It might have not been Warriors. Whoever played the Knicks last night. Get my B-balls like a little mixed up. Pause. Big pause. But the fact that I was watching what is that? I blanked out. Come and talk to me with the Cam podcast with Mace and Stat. When they had stopped the game, they were saying someone got sick. Come to find out today, which was funny because that's not where I found out. I found out come talk to Fleet when Cam and his peoples talk, and Cam Peoples was like, it was funny as hell. It was Tracy McGrady, but it was Tracy Morgan who got sick. So it was like Tracy McGrady got sick. I'm like, damn. Word. Couldn't find out it was Tracy Morgan, but then Cam was like, oh, because it was a Tracy, and then M at the last name, it was just whatever. So, Cam got jokes. But Tracy Morgan, what the hell? That game literally stopped for like, bro, did they take you out on a stretcher? Because people, I don't know if they're exaggerating, because they were saying this man was nose bleeding from the nose, all kinds of things. I don't know if they was making up things, but literally that game was like stopped for dumb long. So I don't know how much of that puke got on the court. Doris was like, stop talking about it. I like, bruh, as you drink that much alcohol, talk about food poisoning, dog. I hope it was food poisoning and you not drinking so much damn alcohol. You fucking throwing up on the court. Got me swearing. You too grown for that, bruh. Word. Tracy Morgan, get it together. God damn it. Thinking they got you confused with a great ass lesson at Tracy McGrady. Disrespectful. But other than that, I expect us to be turned up. It's going to be a great game tonight. Because I don't know who's going to be starting. I'm assuming one of the guys starting, maybe Sam. I'm not sure if we're going to be, what lineup we're going to be playing. We're going to see. Plus, just for the game, freaking the Nets brought it last game. The only thing we really got them was points in the paint. I think it was like 46-38. But everything else they got us. On the boards, I think it was like 45-38. Steals, they got us in steals. Turnovers, I think we got them, was like, we had 10 turnovers, they had 12. But all the categories, this is the stat was crazy. That, like, even in the game, the other thing, I watched the game and I seen it again. I don't know if this has to be like the first time any team shot more threes and made more threes than us. That was crazy. I think the Nets was 20-46. And we was like 13 for, I want to say 13 for 28. I'm gonna want to check. I really want to check it out. And then after that, I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna stop running my mouth. But y'all gonna like, share, and subscribe for me. Tell a friend, drop a comment, know what I mean? Keep encouraging me. Because seeing that sub, like I said, thank you. Appreciate it. Know what I mean? If I knew like who you were, I would give you a shout out. Or you or her, I'll give you a shout out, but I don't. I want to think it's a real person, but I don't know if it's a bot. I don't know if it's YouTube showing me love, welcome me back and stuff, but wherever it is, I appreciate it. But I'm looking up the stats real quick. Give me a second. So let me see if So okay. Yeah, so I got the first part right. So the Nets was 20 and 46 in shooting threes. And we were, oh, I was pretty close. 13 of 30, 38. I don't know if I said that, but that's was in my ed. Pause. 13 of 30. 13, we made 13 of 38. That's numbers is crazy because we usually shoot more. So I don't know if it's tired legs or we were just on the game plan. And then it's a weird stat, weird interesting stat. Like I said, I think they brought up in the game, like we never get outshot from the three line. That's what we do. But then sometimes we be baiting guys, other teams is shooting threes that they want, and they're not even a 3-point shooting threes. That's what be interesting to me. Cause like we are a 3-point shooting team, good or bad. That's what we do. That's our identity. But other teams play us now. They out of character. They coming down launching threes. Like these folks be averaging like 25 threes. Now they play us. They trying to get up more threes than us. It be funny at times sometimes, or sometimes they feel like they be baiting us, but they can't bait us because that's what we do. And I've been on this way too long. This is the longest I've been on since I've been back, which is kind of cool. Been yabbering a little bit. I gave you a little information. Hopefully, it's not gonna drop to help out all your betting folks. That if y'all don't know, that the two Jays is out tonight. But it's gonna be dope. We owe on Brooklyn. We won the game, but the fact that we was up 21 and they still won, or we was up 21. Not the fact they brought back down, whatever, but the fact that their stats was better than us. I don't like that. So hopefully tonight we're rested. Hopefully we come out with energy, which I assume is not going to be the regular starting lineup. So I don't see that as a problem tonight. Maybe other nights that'll be a little, oh man, we had 2 days off, or we haven't played till Saturday, 3 days off. Are we playing tonight? I'm not sure how that math works, whatever. But thank you again. Appreciate y'all stopping by, listening to me talk about my beautiful team. You know, our aspirations of trying to go back to back. Then hitting that, I'm already putting in the air a 3-peat. Because I really think, besides us getting injured, we're gonna get that chip. So we're gonna go back to back. You feel me? Thank you once again. Enjoy the game. Enjoy all the games tonight. And spring's training is afloat. Like I said, I thought baseball was gonna start tonight, but Yankees start next week, the 27th. That's when the season officially start. But the world champs there in Tokyo doing the thing. I don't remember if they won or lost. The game was over, but I can't remember. We played the Sox tonight, spring training, 4-4, but spring training type things. Thank you once again. Appreciate you taking out time to listen to my pod, Celtics B Ball'n. Appreciate y'all. Have a great, safe night. Until we meet again, just be safe, be merry, show some blessings, know what I mean? Try to live good, eat good, do a couple push-ups on them ting there, you see me? Appreciate y'all. Adios. Deuces.